Hey everybody, welcome back to Champions Card Club. My name is Cassidy. Today we're looking at the booster boxes. We're playing the booster box game. We're going to go through every single booster box, Scarlet and Violet generation, and see where the value is, why the value's there, and what you can do about it. If you want to get in on Scarlet and Violet, is now a good time. We're going to talk about it. We're just going to go through each single one. And let me tell you, a lot of these booster boxes are kind of insane right now. I think we are on the edge of the $400 booster box across the board era, which is scary. It's frightening. It's a lot to take in. But let's start here. Now, a lot of these are going to be out of print. We're not going to get any more of Scarlet and Violet base. SV01, 245. This might be the lowest priced Scarlet and Violet box. If I have to look at Scarlet and Violet, and I'll just say this very quickly, if I look at Scarlet and Violet and I look at Sword and Shield, I have a lot of Sword and Shield. I don't know if you can see behind me, but a lot of the products here are Sword and Shield era booster boxes, also mixed in with Scarlet and Violet. Well, I have some ETBs sitting right here. And I have some Mega Evolutions cases. I have a lot of stuff that I've invested in, or I collect, a little bit of both, or I rip. On Fridays, if you want to come by the live stream on Fridays, I do a live stream here. We rip packs, we hang out, we do whatever, lots of giveaways, stuff like that. I'm not going to shill it too much, but if you are bored on a Friday, come by. Scarlet and Violet base, let's get to it. 245.97. Where are we at? Not really a leg up like we normally see with Scarlet and Violet. What's in Scarlet and Violet? It's the Gardevoirs, really. The three Gardevoir cards, Ralts, whatever the other one is, and Gardevoir. Man, I can't remember it. Please don't roast me in the comments if I can't remember a Pokemon's name. 246.77 for this. Current quantity is 362. I did an Elite Trainer Box video just last week. So if you want to see my Elite Trainer Box tier list, check that video out. We're going to talk about the booster boxes today. Very similar. The real big difference is the artwork. A lot of people seem to like the booster boxes for a lower end investment or a lower end collection. And I use that term lightly. It's not cheap by any means, but when you look at the booster boxes, you know, the lowest price is $245. The lowest box of a Elite Trainer box is going to be like, you know, you can get them for $50, $60 MSRP if you can find them for that. So, $290 median price, $362 sitting here, a decent amount, but that's not that much. How many are selling every day? 2. Average daily sold 2. Total sold 59. Really not that much liquidity of this particular item. Yeah, 58 sellers. So a lot of people have a good quantity of these. I would say if you're going to start your collection of Scarlet and Violet, now is a very good time to do it. It's at least leveled out. I would anticipate what I think is happening across the market is everybody is just going for the cheapest booster box they can get. This is probably that. So let's move to Paldea and see what I'm talking about. So you're at 245. And if you're a collector, this is mostly geared towards collectors, investors, I suppose. These prices are going to go up. If you're interested in either of those things, now is a good time to get it. Paldea Evolved booster box, SVO2, $450 plus 10 for shipping. You're looking at about a $500 box shipped. We did recently have a leg up. And we have people attempting to get another leg up here. So a lot of times when we see a leg up, people either FOMO in or they're trying to keep the hype going, right? So here we got 28 sold September 8th. And this is basically what kicked it off. Now that we have drilled a little deeper here, average daily sold is 2, 67 sold last month, 425. We go to 3 months. Boom. Rocket ship takes off. Someone bought 441 of these at $142 earlier this year. Guys, if you're sitting back at this point and here's the thing you need to realize. If you're sitting here, and you're thinking 142 for a booster box, MSRP is $90, and there's no way I'm paying $142. Now the box is $450. You see what I'm saying? So in the next year, when we're sitting here looking at this $450 box, I'm going to be making this video, and I'm going to be saying, can you believe that these boxes are $1,000? And we'll go back and say, wow, just last year, it was $450. That's the kind of movement we're dealing with these Pokemon boxes. $330 for Obsidian Flames booster box. Now, of course, the market could crash, it could tank, whatever. Interest could wane, prices could go down. But the uniqueness of the booster boxes is that once they're opened, the value is no longer there for collectors, for investors, for people who want this particular item. They are more of a, in my opinion, these are more of like a high-end collector item, kind of like a, what are they called? The collector boxes of Magic the Gathering. These are, and it didn't used to be this way. I think it is now this way. Everything changes over time. It has changed into a scenario where these are sought after collector items. $330 for Obsidian Flames. The top card in Obsidian Flames is only about $100. The Charizard, the terrestrialized Charizard, $333. Current sellers only $34. Only 75 of these boxes sitting here. That is something to keep an eye on, because guess what? If this $300 one sells, average sells every 2 days, and this is loose. So this is not even a booster box. So we shouldn't even be counting that. This seller has 0% feedback. Don't count that. $345 is where it starts. And then $346, and then $340. Well, almost $50. So yeah, probably I'll do this video in 2-3 weeks, and this will be a $400 box. Would not surprise me at all. No longer in print, no longer in print, no longer in print. Paradox Rift, I can't remember. I did a video just last week about this, talking about standard rotation, the codes on the cards that rotate out. And I do believe Paradox might be out of print. I'm not sure. And when I say out of print, because I keep getting so many questions and comments about out of print means the Pokemon Company is obviously not going to make anymore. But the reasoning behind it is those cards are no longer competitive. No one's going to be playing using those cards anymore. If no one's using the cards to play anymore, the Pokemon Center or the Pokemon Company has really no reason to support those older cards. And they have new sets coming almost every 3 months, maybe even sooner than that. So they also don't have the capacity to go back and print all of those old cards again. And they really don't have a huge reason to, because the demand is going to be waning, especially for a set like Paradox Rift at this point. So 280. I do need to speed this up if I am going to get through all these. I almost never get through all these in the videos. 175, 400 sold for. 147 current quantity. Average daily sold 9. Okay, that's over the year. Over the last month, 5. Still pretty high amount. Look at this insane spike here. 261, 81 sold, and it jumped all the way up to 317. So as we were looking just a minute ago at those different listings, and I was showing you like, oh, it goes up, it goes up, it goes up as they sell out. That's what happened here. So he probably, or maybe a group of people, who knows? But whatever happened here, a bunch of people decided, or one, I'm going to buy all of Paradox Rift all the way up. My threshold is once it hits 317, I'm done buying. And so they bought 81 of those and drove the price from 260 to 317. Now, recently the price has dipped a little bit, but that is not much considering the rise of $100 in October to now 280. Probably a bit more than that. Temporal Forces, 293. We're going to start moving through here a little faster. Average daily sold 2. Last month, we saw 10 sell for 248. Over the course of the year, a steady rise for this product. Market price $261, $293, $300 here. And this is what I'm talking about as far as the $400 marker. The least desirable sets are all just about, they're all about to 300. More desirable sets, 450. We'll see some more here. They're moving up to the 400 mark. Twilight Masquerade just got a massive reprint, 335. Huge, massive reprint. Did it affect the market? Where was the reprint? Right here? Was that it? Maybe it was here or here. It must have been here. So yeah, the reprint did not really affect booster boxes whatsoever. This is probably the valley, the lowest price you could have got it for in the last 3 months. But if you would have bought 6 months ago, $220, and of course a year ago, $165. Current market price, $335. Pretty close to $400 shipped for Twilight Masquerade. Twilight Masquerade, of course, has a Greninja. These both have Pokemon I do not like and do not even care to talk about. Obsidian Flames has the Charizard, of course. Paldea has the Magikarp. Those are the big hits. These have like futuristic Pokemon that, I don't know, I have to look at it again. It doesn't stick in my memory very well because I don't really care about those Pokemon, to be honest. Stellar Crown. I do like Stellar Crown. Not huge hits in Stellar Crown. The Bulbasaur and the Squirtle, I think, have taken over as far as the hits in the set, which they should have always been. For a long time, it was the, Terapagos. But now I think those have taken the top spot. Average daily sold for the last month is 2. 57 sold in the last month. You can do the math. You can figure out the liquidity. You can figure out the sell-through rate. If people are buying, if you want to, guesstimate where this will be over the last year. The slow tick upward, 800 sold at $188. Now we're sitting at 275. Yeah, the movement has slowed down quite a bit here. 21 sold, 21, 26, 20. Well, maybe not. Well, that's 6 months. Let's do 14 sold. And of course, we saw a spike. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4. So, yep, Stellar Crown is moving up. 300 gang. It has reached it. Twilight, Surging Sparks, 300 gang. Might as well be. After all said and done, as it arrives at your doorstep, you've probably paid $300 for this. 301 all-time high. Or I should say 327. Here, all-time high. Average daily sold 36. Total sold a lot. This is when really the boom kicked off. Over the last month, though, 221. Average daily sold is 7 for the month. 260. Now is that actually 260? It looks to be. If you want a seller that has some higher volume, some higher credibility, you're looking at 280. You're looking for a seller that has the badge, the Gold Star Seller badge, which means that they have made a certain amount of sales and gotten a certain amount of feedback that they can be trusted. 280. So $300 for a Surging Sparks booster box. Journey Together, $254. A lot of people slept on it. I was telling people for so long, ever since Journey Together came out, I said, buy at, what was it, 150? Oh, that's too high. 179? Too high. No one would buy at 179. Now we're at 250. Yeah, that's not a meteoric rise, but from 180 to 250, $70 on your $170 investment. That's not bad. And if you were looking to rip, if you're looking to open them, that was the time. Yeah, this is back when I was saying to buy it. 170. I don't even see 170. I'm sure it's there, but yeah. A lot of stores had it for 170. I will say that. Anyways, average daily sold 9. Lowest price 180. There you go. There's your 179. Highest price $700. People really FOMO'd into this one really hard. Current quantity 410. Decent amount. I don't think we're going to get reprints of this anytime soon. We just had this. Maybe soon. We just had this. We had this not too long ago, and I think we're out of luck on those last few there. And finally, this is leading the pack, the Destined Rivals booster box at 409. 409, probably going to be the set of the series. Already looking that way, and this is after a huge or moderate reprint from the Pokemon Center. The Pokemon Center dropped a bunch of Destined Rivals just yesterday or the day before, and the market has tanked from 492 down to 409. If you don't think that this is not going to be back to 492, $500 in less than a month, I don't know what to tell you. There's only 232 of these on the market. Let's do the month. 17 sell a day. 217 sell a day. Can you imagine what this is going to be in 2 months, 3 months? Lowest price was $329. Highest price $725. Listed medium is $550. 409. I know that sounds insane. I know $400 for the Destined Rivals booster box is insane. You know what I was looking at earlier today? I was looking at a Unified Minds box for $2,800 Sun and Moon era. Is Destined Rivals better than that? I think so. Is it just going to take some time? I think so. If you have the means to grab Scarlet and Violet right now is a good time. We don't really have much as far as booster box reprints coming that we know about at this current moment. We just had Prismatic drop at Sam's Club for the last time. It will probably keep coming through Sam's Club. It won't be the very last time that they do the Lucario boxes. It'll probably happen 1 or 2 more times, and then that'll probably be it. But they did 4 drops, and the price of Prismatic is still pretty high. We have Prismatic ETBs. Those did not drop. We thought they were going to. We had Paldea Fates drop yesterday on Walmart. We had, what else do we have? We had, the Charizard UPCs just dropped. There's going to be 3 million of those printed. Anybody's guess. That's going to do it for me today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.